Cjs Sports Wrap. I'm your host, Victoria Newsome. Spring break is calling, but we're not off the clock just yet. Let's soak up the latest across Columbia's spring sports and postseason play, starting with women's lacrosse, stacking more historic wins at Kraft Field. The wait is worth it to make history. After a win over Howard, a loss to Yale, and a win over Rider, the Columbia women's lacrosse team moves to 5-2 on the season, and that is their best start since the 2009 winning season. Columbia women's lacrosse beat Howard 23-6 at home. It was the largest margin of victory in program history, and 23 goals is the most goals they've scored in a single match ever.
I think it really shows how far we've come as a program. To see us just even be able to score that amount of goals shows a lot, and I feel like the team has progressed so much just because we push each other so hard every day.
Columbia rode 23 draw controls and had an explosive offense with junior midfielder Anna Becker matching her career-high 5 goals.
Those times that you've been at practice, I think you've seen her popping off like that. Anna's play consistently throughout the year has been that type of a performance. And while she did great as an individual, her ability to be a leader on our offense is just as incredible.
Becker has scored in every game this season. She tallies 16 total goals and 23 points so far, while also winning 42.1% of her draw controls. I asked her what she's even thinking when she scores.
For me, it's better to think about nothing, and that's kind of like what helps me. Some people are just like, you don't think about anything, like you don't think about where you're placing it. I'm like, nope.
We weren't scared against Yale at all, but I do think we let them get a jump on us way too easily.
On Saturday, Yale pulled away early and never looked back, staying undefeated with a final score of 16-6 to win it. The Lions are hungry to regroup as coaches discuss the next steps ahead of Wednesday's home game.
When I watched back on Yale film, she was doing great, but if our circle personnel aren't backing her up, then
we need to try something else. Who then is our adjustment, say quicker adjustments with our takers? Yeah. Who's the next one up? Anybody different than what we've been doing offensively? Yeah, depending on where they're attacking.
yeah,
Okay.
because I think that's where we can catch them.
I'm going to keep asking these questions because we go too fast in a game to have this conversation.
We would have to be literally down by 10, which I don't foresee us being with how we looked yesterday in our ones.
Shannon Nee spoke that into existence. The sun was shining and the Lions roared to a 19-4 win over Rider. It was a milestone-filled day with Ava Kimchi picking up her 200th career save, Cece Mester moving into 9th all-time in goals scored, and Michelle Zai putting up 9 points to crack the top 5 in career assists. Columbia's hot on the East Coast, but they will take it out west this weekend against San Diego State on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm Victoria Newsome, Cjs Sports. On guard, Columbia's fencing team keeps showing why they deserve national attention. This year marked the 13th time that both the men's and women's squads have won the Ivy in the same season. Now our fencing reporter, Amalia Wompa, has the latest for their quest for an NCAA title.
Right now, I'm standing at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York, where the NCAA fencing regionals will determine who will move on to the next level. The NCAAs were brought up a lot this season.
Well, obviously we're both trying to go to NCAAs.
Last few tournaments, regionals and NCAAs, and hopefully bring back some, hardware from there too.
But you have to get through regionals first. Out of the 48 athletes on the Columbia fencing team, only 12 will advance to the NCAA championships later this month.
I mean, it's hard to explain this tournament because it's like your least favorite tournament. Because you spend the whole year building a team, but you're only allowed to bring 4 people in each weapon, or 12 total. So you have to have people that you tell you can't even have a chance to make the team. And our team's so strong, so many more should be here.
So this is the final tournament of the season, unless you qualify. In some cases, we qualify more than the 2. And then the coaches, we have a very difficult decision to make the decision of who we feel will be best to give our team a chance to win a team championship. So this could be, or this is, most fencers' last match of the season, except for the 24 that actually qualify within the entire United States.
Because of this, emotions were tense towards the end of the day, as it wasn't yet guaranteed who would move on, and results weren't entirely announced until Tuesday. Regardless of who qualified, the team still found reason to celebrate. This is Amalia Wompa for Cjs Sports.
From home plate, Columbia softball is hitting it off well on a 2-game winning streak, with senior outfielder Eleni Katsivilis earning well-deserved Ivy League recognition. She is one of just 6 D1 players to hit safely 5 times in a game this season. Our James Hwang walks us through the latest softball scoop.
Columbia's women's softball outfielder Eleni Katsivilis continues to roar for the Lions. Last week, her solid performance earned her the Ivy League Player of the Week. Number 23 has become one of Columbia's most reliable batters, consistently making an impact for the Lions. During her first season at Columbia University, Katsivilis didn't waste any time leaving her mark by earning her the Ivy League Rookie of the Week. Each year, she improved her game. The senior averaged .750 and scored 4 runs in her last 3 games. The outfielder achieved a major milestone with a base hit that marked the 100th hit of her collegiate career. Nicely done, Eleni. This weekend, the team will head to the Maverick Invitational in Arlington, Texas. They'll face South Dakota State and the University of Texas Arlington before they head back to New York. Back to you, Victoria.
Love to hear it, James. Thank you. And women's tennis is absolutely serving with a perfect 7-0 record at home. Tinah Ogaldo reports from the courts, sharing how the team is planning to stack up against Ivy League opponents after spring break.
It's a double-header Friday here at Philip and Cheryl Milstein Family Tennis Center, where the Columbia Lions are facing 2 teams, Marshall and Wagner. After today's matches, they have one more at home against NJIT before heading down to Florida. Now, after all that is said and done, it is the Ivy Leagues. Later this month, the team will be taking the court and going against teams like Cornell, Brown, UPenn. Everything this team has been working for so far will come down to this.
Last year, the team came second in the Ivy League Conference, just behind the Harvard Crimson. With the Crimson currently unranked in the ITAs, the Lions' biggest competition will be Yale, ranked 43, and Princeton at number 54. The women in blue are not so far behind, slotted in at number 60.
We'll see how the Columbia Lions stack up to the rest of the competition when they face Cornell on March 28th. I'm Tinah Ogaldo for Cjs Sports.
On the men's side, they continue to thrive with their 3rd shutout in a row. It's the 6th on the season. Amarna Milne caught up with head coach Howard Endelman and 2-time individual NCAA champion Michael Zhang about the team's performance this weekend.
I'm here at the Milstein Family Tennis Center, where the Columbia men's tennis team have just finished out a series of home matches with a win against Delaware.
In singles action, Abhishek Thorat got the Lions on the board first with a strong 6-2, 6-2 win at number 4 singles.
Senior Michael Zhang extended the lead, earning a straight-set singles victory over Toby Locke for his 116th career singles win. Fellow senior Nicholas Coxon also picked up a straight sets victory, marking the 89th singles win of his Columbia career.
Patu Busarawonse added another point with a 6-4, 6-1 win against Ewan McKenzie at number 3 singles.
You know, I thought Nicholas Kotson served incredibly well and also played defense. It was terrific how he played defense getting behind the ball. He's getting so much better. Abhishek played well. I thought all the guys did a really good job out there. Putter looked good.
With the Ivy League Conference starting just after spring break, the Lions will be looking to capitalize on the opportunity to play against some ranked opponents.
I mean, we play 2 good teams over spring break. We play Arizona and San Diego, both top 20 teams, so it's going to be tough matches, and I think, if we can get some wins there, it's going to be good for the guys, for the confidence.
The Lions head into spring break next week, where they'll play 2 matches in Arizona, followed by another match in San Diego. For Cjs Sports, I'm Amarna Milne.
Flag football is booming across the world, especially among young women who want to play non-contact football in New York City. It's fun, accessible, and breaks gender barriers. So what's better than bringing it to Columbia?
Our football expert Tyler Carmona shares the impact behind a new experience coming soon in collaboration with Columbia football.
While Kraft Field is usually home to the pads and helmets of the Columbia football team, this summer the Lions will welcome another version of their beloved sport to the gridiron for the first ever girls flag football camp at Columbia.
With flag football set to make its Olympic debut for both men and women at the 2028 Olympics, the Lions are helping bring that next generation of players onto the field.
It's growing and it's creating opportunities to have young people play the sport without having that physical injury to the brain, right? And so if that's where our concern is, this is a way to continue to grow the game and make it popular. And with the Olympics coming into play, like, awesome. Whatever it takes to make it safe, make it fun, make it the great game we love and keep it playing it, I'm all in for.
Programs like this have popped up at high schools, colleges, and youth leagues nationwide, with participation numbers climbing as the Olympic spotlight approaches. And for Columbia head coach John Poppy, this camp will be about more than just teaching the game's fundamentals. It's about giving young players a chance to see the long-term benefits that football provides.
And I love the sport and what it's done for me in terms of work ethic and, you know, the continual growth of getting better. Like, football is one of those sports you don't need to play all your life, and you can work and be really good at it, right, in certain respects. And that's what I'm hoping this camp does, is it teaches the finer skills. It teaches young girls that if you fail the first time, you can get back up the second time and be successful.
With the Olympics just a few years away, camps like this could help shape the future of the sport, one young athlete at a time. At Kraft Field, I'm Tyler Carmona for Cjs Sports.
That's so exciting, Tyler. I know Coach Poppy also has a daughter. When does the event plan to take off, and is she interested in playing?
So she'll definitely be there because this was her idea in the first place. So August 1st through August 2nd, she'll be there. It's a 2-day camp, and Columbia will be hosting it. It's open to kids ages 6 to 18 years old. So regardless of what grade you're in, you'll have the opportunity to learn from Coach Poppy and his staff.
Thank you so much, Tyler. That is all for today's Cjs Sports Wrap. Feel free to follow along at Cjs Sports NYC on Instagram and YouTube. We'll see you soon. Make sure to have a great day, take care of yourself, and enjoy spring break.